I'm just saying, straight up and down, truthfully, on the real. What's the science? What's the math? What's the business? What's the deal? Do we even know the half, or are we living in the drill? This technology, it bothers me. I gotta keep it real. I'm just being real. I'm just being real.
Hey guys, yeah, Mr. Former, and I'm back up in here. Well, not officially, I'm still on vacation, but I just wanted to talk about something, man. Talk about a friend of mine, actually. Now, my friend, my boy, okay, he had this woman, and now he had a good relationship with her and everything, you know, and the whole time he was with this woman and had this relationship, I just sat back and just watched him and listened to him, you know what I'm saying? Now, I told him everything that was going to happen, okay, and he knows about the channel and he knows about the videos, he knows all of this. I've given him advice from time to time, and now once his relationship ended, okay, he's still allowing himself to be in her emotional tampon, meaning they're not together, they're no longer a couple, but he still talks with her on the phone, okay, and whenever she talks with other guys at work, because they work at the same place, so he's shitting where he eats, they work at the same place, and he sees her talking with other men, and he told me that he'll come in there and try to cock block that, even though he's not with this woman anymore. Okay, he's still holding on to something that was never there. Now, he told me that he had all these feelings for her, deep feelings for her. He says, you know, when you have deep feelings for somebody, you can't just shut it off like that. And I told him, first of all, you loved her. She never loved you. And he said, oh, no. Oh, no. I don't agree with that. And I said, okay, well, if that's the case, then why you guys ain't together now? See, she never loved you the way you loved her. And she never could, and she never will. Okay? So stop being her emotional tampon. Stop giving her access to your resources. And he says, yeah, but I'm not buying her nothing. I'm not taking her out anymore. Me and her are together. I said, yeah, but now she's getting the most valuable resource out of you, which is your time. Okay? Which is your emotional input on whatever the hell she's going through. So you're still giving up resources to this woman. I told him, you need to cut this woman off totally. Do not allow yourself to be her emotional tampon. She doesn't want to be with you because she doesn't love you in the same way that you do. So why would you keep giving her access to you like that? Don't do that with these women. Don't allow these women to, even though you not with them, they're not with you, don't allow them to still have you. Do you understand that, guys? Don't allow these women to still have you, even though you're not with them. You know what I'm saying? That's being an emotional tampon. That's still being her resource. That's still being somebody that she can run back to. Okay? Now, this guy said that he had a friend, This is a guy that he knows who's talking to his woman. Well, his ex-woman. They all work at the same place. Now they're going out to the movies, is what I understand. This new guy and his ex-girlfriend, and he knows about all these things. And he's a little butthurt. You know, he was telling me things like, oh, this guy's fat, and this guy look like that, and this guy looks like this. And I told him, none of that matters, bro. You think that shit matters? What he looks like? She don't give a shit about him, just like she didn't give a shit about you. She's just gonna get what she can get out of this guy, and the same thing that happened with you and her is gonna happen with him and her. You mark my words, okay? I told him, stop hating, stop cockblotting, go your own way, take away her access to you, and just sit back and watch. And you mark my words, the same thing that happened to you is gonna happen to him. Okay? Because this is just how this woman is, and this is just how all women pretty much are. Okay? Now, he also went on to say, you know, because me and him, we play video games together. You know? He also went on to say, while we were on the game, I heard the alarm go out. I said, hey, what's that? He's like, oh, so-and-so's online. And then another alarm went off, bling, like that. I said, what's that? He says, oh, this dude's online. And the dude and his ex-girlfriend are playing a video game together, and they're in a party chat. And he says, oh, well, isn't that lovely? But you can hear the hurt in his voice. You can hear that he's hurt, you know? Now, this is a friend of mine that I care about. And I don't want to see him continue to get hurt. Now, this man, I'm slowly giving him red pills. Now, when he fully comes to acceptance, this man is gonna red pill rage hard. It's gonna all come crashing down on him. And he's gonna be in a lot of pain once he realizes what's really going on. I mean, he hears me, but he doesn't believe me. You know what I'm saying? I talk with him, I give him the advice, he hears me, but he doesn't believe me. Okay? Just like most blue pill guys do. You try to talk to these men, you try to help them, you give them the knowledge of female nature. You tell them what's gonna happen. You give it to them step by step by step. Okay? They hear you, but they don't believe you. You see what I'm saying? And that's also how we also have these guys who nowadays call themselves mgtow. And then they come out with a video and say, mgtow is toxic because of X, Y, and Z. You need to do this, that, and the third. Basically coming out here talking like they're a PUA. Talking about you need to do better for her and all of this crap like that. Which shows you right then and there that they were never really mgtow in the beginning. So these are guys also, just like my friend, who they hear us. They take the advice. They listen to the advice. They follow the steps, but they do not believe us. They still have to go out here and get burnt up and burnt up and burnt up, you know? And I really feel bad for a lot of men. I mean, a lot of my brothers out there who try to help guys like this see the light and realize what's gonna happen to them. You know what I'm talking about. You know how they hear us, but they don't believe us. Now, I can tell that he really loves this woman. He cares about this woman. And I know where he's coming from. Because, you know, you still have that great, deep love for that particular woman. But you have to come to the realization that she don't love you like that. And she never did, and she never can, and she never will. You have to come to that realization. You know what I'm saying? And don't switch tracks thinking you're going to get with the next girl and it's going to be different. Don't do that. Because you're going to be let down hard. You're going to be mistaken. It's going to hurt. Because you're going to realize, holy crap, they are all like this. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's kind of young. And like most young guys, they don't understand yet. You know, they think, you know, I'm young. I'm strong. I know what I'm doing. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a woman. That's just a female. You know, I can control the situation. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. I'm the big dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Until what happens? What happens? She cheats on you. Now you the big dog? Now are you the man? No. You sitting in your house, sad, angry, and don't understand what's going on because you done treated her good. I did this for her. We used to go to the movies. I paid for dinner. I used to buy her outfits. I used to do all these things, and she's still gonna do this to me? I can't even tell nobody because if I say something, I know my boy's gonna be like, I told you so. And I damn sure can't let Mr. Former know because he's gonna be like, I told you so. And that's the burden that my friend's gonna feel. And this is gonna happen to him. But I'm gonna be there for him. Okay? And I'm still gonna continue to be his friend, and I'm gonna help him out. And I'm gonna help him through his red pill rage because it's coming. Oh, it's coming. You know? But I just wanted to talk about that real quick. You know? And I also wanted to talk about the indifference of this woman, of most women, the indifference. Now, a lot of guys, the first time I heard that word indifference, I must have been 35 years old, the first time I heard that word indifference. This woman said to me, I said, hey, I'm going to be moving out here, so we'll be closer to each other so we can see each other more, right? And I said, how you feel about that? Isn't that great? She said, oh, well, I'm indifferent to that. I looked at her and I said, indifferent? I never heard that word before. What does that mean? And she didn't tell me what it meant. And this was before Google on your cell phone and all that, so I couldn't just look it up real quick. I had never heard that word in my life until she said it to me. And I found out what it meant. And it meant pretty much she didn't care either way. So I didn't really, you know what I mean? I didn't really take to it like that because you know why? You know why? I was blinded by my feelings for her, not realizing her feelings for me. You understand? Now that's what happens to a lot of guys, and that's what's happening to my friend. You know what I'm saying? Now she's indifferent to him. You know what I'm saying? She's blatantly gonna mess around with guys. Even though they're not together, she's still gonna mess around with guys around where he's at. In his face. Call him on the phone and talk to him about all this stuff. Now, not only is she indifferent to him, but he's also friend zoned. And I know this man has it in his heart and in his mind that he's thinking to try to get back with this woman. And I'm trying to tell him, don't allow yourself to be her emotional tampon. Take away her access to you and your most valuable resource, which is your time. This has been Mr. Former, and this is just a quick chit chat, and I'll be back, bros.